Good morning, students. In this module, we are going to discuss about the effects of force. The changes that take place when a force is acting on a body. In the figure shown, you can see a football which is at rest. If you want to move the football, what should you do? You have to kick the ball. That means a force can move an object which is at rest. Consider a small rubber ball. Place it on the surface of a table. It is at rest. The ball is at rest. Now push it gently with your fingertip. What will you observe? The ball will begin to move. When the ball is moving, once again slightly push it. Will you find any change in the speed of the ball? Yes. It moves faster if you push it along the same direction in which the ball is moving. But if we push the ball in a direction opposite to its motion, the ball will slow down. Its speed will decrease. Now, if you keep your palm, your hand, in the path of the ball, how do you feel when the ball touches your hand? We can feel that the ball is exerting a force on your palm. The speed of the ball will decrease because the force exerted by our palm is more than the ball's force. The ball can either stop or sometimes may move back in the opposite direction. Now, in this image, you can find the goalkeeper trying to stop the ball. He is exerting a force on the moving ball to stop it. So, a force can even stop a moving object. It can stop a moving object. Now, in this image, you can find a boy moving a rubber tire by pushing it with a stick. What should he do to make it move faster? He has to push repeatedly. Again and again, he has to keep pushing it. So we can conclude that we can increase or decrease the speed of a moving object by applying force. Now, what do you find in this image? The player is trying to hit the ball with his bat. Now, the speed of the ball can increase or decrease depending on the force with which it is hit by the player. Also, we can observe that the direction of the moving ball will be changed. So, from this example, we can understand that a force can increase or decrease the speed as well as change the direction of the moving ball. Now, in the figure, you can find a rubber band, a piece of sponge, and a spring. A rubber band, when you stretch it, you can observe that it changes its shape. It gets elongated. Sometimes, when the force is more, the rubber band loses its elastic property and may even break. Now, when you take a sponge and you try to squeeze it, you will observe that it will change its shape. But when you release the force, it regains its shape. It gets back its shape. The same observation can be noted even with a spring. When you compress the spring, it gets closer and the shape changes. Even when you stretch it out, the shape of the spring will change. It becomes longer and the shape will change. So we can say that a force exerted on an object can change the shape of an object. Now, after studying all these effects of a force, let us summarize what we have learnt. The first effect of a force is a force can make an object move from its rest position. The second effect, a force can stop a moving object. It can stop a moving object. The third point, force can either increase or decrease the speed of a moving object. The fourth point, force can change the direction of a moving object. The fifth point and the last one, force can change the shape of an object. So, there are 5 possible effects of a force when it is acting on an object. We can observe either one or more than one effect when a force is acting on an object. So far we have learned all the different effects of a force. In the next module, we are going to discuss about the different types of forces.